Hello and welcome to part 1 of my Fortnite video, where we will be getting a 35 kill game. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Please like and subscribe if you do enjoy this content. And here we go. Let's get it on. So during this, as the title is called, Fortnite Truths, I'm going to just talk about what I've learned over the period of 5 years of Fortnite being out. The reason why there was no audio recorded during this clip is because I was in a sort of group chat and a couple of friends were playing Overwatch, and while me and as you can see there, Kelsey Boy TF was playing this, so it was kind of a bit of a mixed chat really. But yeah, so Fortnite Truths. We'll talk about that. So what I've learned is that majority of people are getting easier games now, you know, especially in squads. If you're looking for an easy game, I recommend playing squads, even just random fill. It's probably the easiest way to get a win if you're quite new to the game. Which I do know that a lot of kids still enjoy playing Fortnite, especially newcomers to Fortnite. It is one of the biggest games around at the moment, if not the biggest, between Minecraft and Call of Duty, and various other games, various other titles. But this one is one that's stood out because of the way it's set up. I mean, people are appealed to the building aspect as well as the fact that you can shoot as well. I mean, what's not to love about Fortnite in regards to that, if that's what you're into. And I recommend to any new players looking to learn is just to stick with creative at the moment and just jump into your kind of free roam map and just practice in your 90s. If you're looking to get into the build mode, there is different modes. This one's a zero build mode, but the build mode you can practice what's called 90s when building. You can practice ramping, which is basically building a ramp but learning how to reinforce your ramp as you build. And then there's boxing up, which is basically just building a box around yourself. But obviously editing is one of the biggest aspects of building as well. It's more trickier to do when you're on controller. Personally, I prefer using an elite controller, which is like a professional controller. Most professional controller players would use an elite controller, unless you know how to play claw, which is it's very weird. It's like you have your finger all tangled up as such. But yeah, for PC players, building aspect is definitely what you should try and master. I'd recommend if you're looking to become a professional at this game or just become above average. I am just a casual gamer. I have been playing probably since Xbox been out, really. The very first one that came out. Before that was PlayStation. Before that was probably other consoles that you don't know of, depending how long you've been gaming yourselves. But yeah, I guess that kind of gives me a bit of qualification to talk about my history in gaming, really, and Fortnite. I think I've been playing since the original season 3. Yeah, season 3 I've been playing since. As you probably, if you've seen any of my TikTok videos, I've got the Dark Voyager skins and quite a few skins from over the years anyway. It's been fun, it's been an interesting journey. So one of the biggest truths that I know of that I do myself, season after season, is you'll notice that through the different pages that you can get, I think it's about, tallies up to just over 1,000 V-Bucks. So basically, if you're not willing to buy any other skins, you could literally get the season pass every year, every season, sorry, that it comes out and there's a new season. So it's worthwhile knowing that, but obviously if you're looking to get other extra skins, then yeah, you can use the V-Bucks that you already got, or you can just put in some money to get that skin on top of the V-Bucks you already got. But yeah, it's worthwhile knowing. That's just one little Fortnite truth I have for you. And if you were to look at the the battle pass, you can see how many skins you can have throughout the years. I know that there was a time that Tfue actually refused to buy the battle pass, and that was the reason why he had the default skin for as long as he did in some of his content. If you look through his old content, you will see that. Because I think there was a time he actually got his account banned somehow. I can't remember the details, but I'm sure there will be a video based on that if you're looking to find out why. Tfue, one of the biggest streamers, he started off around about the same time as Ninja in Battle Underground, but Player Unknown, sorry. So Player Unknown Battleground was first Battleground 100 players in one map game. I wasn't around, I didn't play it around about then. I was still playing such as FIFA and Call of Duty. But yeah, I mean, obviously these guys made a really big name for themselves on those games and then switched to Fortnite and made an even bigger name for themselves, as you can tell and as you know. So, talking about streamers and who I would recommend to watch, depending on the strength that you play. For interesting play, there's actually two of them, Ninja and Tfue. They do some very interesting plays, very strategically thought out plays. That's quite instinctive. I mean, obviously, if you're going to really want to watch the best of the best, you watch professionals, you know, like Booger. But it's very focused not on the casual lobbies. When you watch professionals, it's obviously focused more on the competitive side, so you're basically just focused on box fighting consistently. But if you're looking to like just casual lobby plays, then Tfue and Ninja are the people to watch. They focus on no builds at the moment. And then you've got people such as Nicky30, who loves build modes. He's basically, wow, he's really good at the edit plays. He's basically like one of your professional box fighters, but I would say he's really good. You know, he's right up there with the top guys, really. But yeah, I mean, there's obviously a tough competition at that high level. Cypher PK, he's really good with he was known as the Trap God. Yeah, there's obviously no traps anymore in the game, but he's still really good, really good to watch. Yeah, that's my take on the big streamers. That was the ones I watched anyway throughout the years. And yeah, it was always an interesting watch. Even our older clips, like the ones that made them famous, or even the ones that they were just talking about the truths about becoming famous through Fortnite streams and whatever. I mean, I'd still do this because I enjoy doing it, and still enjoy playing this game because I enjoy playing this game. It's one of the biggest names out there now, you know. So now I want to just talk about my take on my opinion on how to survive and get more wins in this game, and in the difficult lobbies that you could end up getting put into. So, playing passively and playing aggressively. The difference is, passively it would be if you make your way out to the outer circle of the map, avoiding the big name locations such as Tilted Towers and such as Herald's Sanctum. So these places, amongst all the big name places on the map, as you can see that they all got big names, they kind of stand out. So what you want to do is kind of focus on the outskirts, on these kind of little houses that you can see on the map. You can usually tell the difference when you're looking at the map and where you're looking to land from when you come out in the battle bus. And yeah, you can usually tell the difference of basically what's a name location, what's not. So avoiding these places is key when you're playing passively, and just looking to survive to the very end, and to avoid getting outbuilt consistently. I would recommend playing the no builds mode to avoid you just getting hammered all the time. And also I recommend playing it on squads, random fill. I don't know if it's a guarantee you're going to get a win in your first game, but you never know. You know, it's I found it to be quite relaxing compared to the builds mode. You know, I mean, the builds mode is more where people are kind of ready with familiar with the building side, and you're pretty much at the last 10 stage could end up outbuilding you fairly easy if you're new to the game. So yeah, the zero build mode is what I recommend for new players. And if you're just looking to play like a lot of the streamers that you probably watch and just jump into every fight, knowing that they are experienced players and also have these £5,000 computers, 5,000 plus should I say, computers to work with, and if you're just on your Xbox, say, and it doesn't matter if it's a Series X or not, then yeah, you're still going to get outplayed, because at the end of the day they can, and they do, have the best of the best equipment and the best internet connections and so on and so forth. So these are factors to bear in mind. Yeah, so when you're playing on your console, or if you're on PC, remember that these big streamers are playing on something probably way more advanced, which gives them the competitive edge. I'm not saying every streamer out there is cheating or whatnot, but it has been proven that there have been people caught cheating. There has been articles as well that have been written on them getting into easier games, but I'm not saying it's all true or anything. I'm just saying that play the way a normal casual player would play the game. There's no point just diving in and getting killed every time, but if that's the way you want to play, then fair enough, go for it. I'm not stopping you. Yeah, so that's just my take on that. I know that you can see me here. I mean, I do land in a big name location here, but to be honest, I use the advantage of it being a duo versus squads. I feel like the lobbies do get easier doing it this way. Yeah, as most people do, we all have our own techniques of how to get into easier games. Some people use various techniques, which I'll talk about in the next game, and I won't delve into what I do, but I'll talk about what I have heard people doing to get into easier games. So yeah, once you get used to the mechanics of the game, and after your passive play, and to be honest with you, creative has so many different options where you can actually practice playing more aggressive and also being able to respond quicker. I recommend trying Team Rumble, where you can actually just dive right in and you can respawn once you die anyway. You can actually learn how to play quite aggressive, and there's pretty good and high competition in there. People use it to practice just their casual gameplay. Obviously box fighting and all the rest of it, you need to, if you've got a duo co-op partner that's looking to play more competitively, then that's good, but if you don't, then you're going to have to find somebody to go into creative and practice with. But basically it's just going to be consistent box fighting. I know that there is now certain game modes, I can't remember the titles of them, but there are certain game modes where you can just consistently practice end fights competitively. So like I was saying, once you've mastered the passive play technique, then that's you are now ready for the more aggressive play, which will include just basically being able to just jump on people and win majority of your fights. So yeah, I mean, yeah, basically just keep practicing, you know. If you're looking to keep doing build modes, remember 90s, ramp building, boxing up, especially when you're healing. Don't do it in the open. Obviously you don't have much of a choice in this game mode. You can see all the crowns here, so obviously these guys were all pretty real. I should note as well, in squads there's a lot of bots. There's basically, like, the lobbies usually 50% bots. And obviously the higher you go, the harder they get, and the less bot-ish they get. And there's a main reason why I do play more squads than I do any other game mode. I do play also duos. I don't really go into trios all that much, but I have found that squads is more bots in it. So I mean, I'm not that great a player. I am just a casual player, and I just turn it on just for a bit of fun, you know. So that's the reason why. But yeah, I mean, if you can get high kill games, why not? You know, it's like it's pretty good. So I mean, obviously there's going to be there's a lot of videos out there of people getting some high kill games in squads, and this is the reason why, because it's basically 50% bot lobbies. So I guess to wrap things up, if you're just new to the game and you're just yourself, you don't have any friends that play Fortnite, and you just want to just kind of jump on and try and do some things that other streamers do, what I recommended is to go into creative, practice there, Team Rumble, great way to practice as well, mechanics. There's different creative maps that you can find on YouTube videos that people have created and that are really good for practicing. Just even if it's just your aim, your building, just getting used to the mechanics and movements and switching around your weapons, it's best to practice it before you jump into a Battle Royale game. To be honest, the Battle Royale games can be a bit daunting, especially when you're in a tense fight, and then the next thing you know, you're just getting slaughtered. I'm not saying, I mean, this is just a recommendation. I mean, most people just say, I've picked up this new game, I'm just going to go and dive in. Why not? You know, I mean, I'm not saying it's a new game, it's been around forever. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty tense game, you know, for a controller player, and even PC players as well. I mean, I've seen some PC players that are really struggling. And don't do this mistake that I've just done in the game here. And I used the cannon and thought, yeah, I'll just get to the other end of the map, or the other end of the circle. And yeah, as you can see, this is pretty much where I do go. Yeah, I do go down. I won't lie, I do go down. And my teammate has to finish off the game. But yeah, it's a 35 kill game. I hope you enjoyed the content and enjoyed the truths I had to share with you today. And if you did, please like and subscribe. So just to let you know, this is a part 1 video. I'll be doing another 2 more. And if they do well enough, then I'll keep going with the Fortnite videos. But yeah, I'll just let you watch my teammate here finish off the game.